This is a video tutorial for the Happy Days Amber Scissor Keeper, and this is how you make it. Iron fusible interfacing fleece onto the reverse of your fabric. Fold your ribbon in half and place it where shown on the template. And now take it over to your machine and tack quite close to the edge it into place. I've tacked the ribbon into place. Now take the other piece of fabric you've got and place it right sides together on top. Make sure that the bottom and all around the sides all match up nicely and then clip into place. I've clipped it all the way around and now I'm going to sew using a 1/4 inch seam allowance. I'm going to start there and I'm going to sew all the way around the curve really carefully. Take your time, all the way down to the bottom and stop, and then all across the bottom there and stop, and then back up to there and stop. And I'm going to remember to leave a gap for turning. I've sewn all the way around and I've remembered to leave a gap for turning. I've snipped the corners and I've also snipped carefully round the curve for a much nicer finish when we turn it. And now I'm going to turn it the right way by pulling through the gap. I've turned it the right way and I've pressed it, and I've also tucked in the raw edges from where we left the gap. And now it's time to put the rickrack on. This is optional. If you place your rickrack on the same side as where the tab is jutting up, and then pop some clips in to hold it into place. I'll clip the rickrack into place. Now I'm going to take it over to the sewing machine and sew in the centre of the rickrack really carefully. I've sewn the rickrack along. Now I'm going to turn it over and put this edge over here. So use the corner and use the edge there to form a nice triangle and press into place. I've pressed along there and I've popped a couple of clips in, and the last bit of folding is the corner right there, and I'm going to sew a button on the corner. I've sewn the button on and I've also top stitched carefully all the way around right to the bottom, and that's your Amber Scissor Keeper ready for your scissors.